5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All systems go with Josh Appelbaum starts now.
Hello and welcome to episode 493 of the All Systems Go Sports Betting Podcast, powered by Rhythm. I am your host, Josh Appelbaum. What's going on, everyone? Happy Thirsty Thursday. Another day here in the arena, guys, and now we are officially just 1 week away. That's right, a week from tonight. Round 1 of the NFL draft. And did you guys notice what's going on with the number 2 overall pick? Again, a lot to get to today. We got the Rhythm Rundown tonight at 6 p.m. I got another 3-pack of MLB plays for you, including some day sweats here. But this number 2 pick in the NFL has got me kind of interested, guys, because this is a test case in information, tracking info. What does it mean? Tracking line movement, looking for late sharp action, and then also playing different books off of each other. So mentioned this a little bit yesterday. Again, Mendoza, he's going to go first overall. I saw a tweet that, a lot of teams are interested in, moving up to the number 1 pick. I don't think the Raiders are going to make that trade. They're going to probably take Mendoza here. He's minus 20,000 at DraftKings to go first overall. But this number 2 pick is really interesting because we talked about it throughout the week, and not jumping into like big favorite numbers too early because things can change. What appears to be, a lock or a quote unquote guarantee today, it might move by tomorrow or the next day. So the number 2 overall pick, what will the Jets do at number 2? This is interesting to me because for a while it was Arvell Reese, the stud, edge rusher there from Ohio State. He was a big, minus 150, minus 200 favorite. And then it flipped to David Bailey, who is from Texas Tech, another edge rusher. And he was sitting around minus 150, minus 175. Well, now both guys, if you go to DraftKings today, are minus 115. So it is literally a coin toss, a coin flip. Again, you can shop around and maybe find one of these guys a little bit of plus money at a different book. But it came on the heels of this tweet where Adam Schefter, quote, tweeted a guy, Connor Hughes, and it said, sources, Texas Tech pass rusher David Bailey was supposed to have a 30 visit with the Jets. The team decided to cancel that visit. And then Schefter piggybacked on that and said, quote, Jets had all the information they already needed on David Bailey. They felt there was no reason for a visit. So what does that mean? They have all the information they need. They don't need a visit. Does that mean they love the guy and meeting with him isn't going to change anything and they're going to take David Bailey, who's minus 115, just a, decent little, standard chalk price there basically? Or does it mean, and I've read reports about this, something about David Bailey, I forgot what it was. I don't want to slander the kid, but some kind of red flags or something, or maybe he doesn't have a 24/7 motor. I forgot what I read, but there was something negative written about him. And does that mean they're not bringing him in because they know they're not drafting David Bailey? So again, it's hard to tell. Twitter, sometimes has great info, sometimes it's a smokescreen, but it just is very interesting to me that both of these guys, David Bailey, Arvell Reese, at one time they were like minus 150, minus 200. Now it is literally a coin flip for the number 2 pick. So again, we'll see how this thing develops. Ideally, kind of maybe what you want to see is all these final mock drafts that these guys were really tied in all have, Reese going number 2, or they all have Bailey going number 2. And then you can jump on Bailey, maybe minus 115, or Reese before they get steamed up back to minus 150. So that's just fascinating to me. Again, we all know it's Mendoza 1. Draft really starts at pick number 2. So let's keep an eye on Bailey versus Reese. Again, literal coin flip, minus 115, both sides at DraftKings. Because look at me, I'm a nerd. I'm paying attention to all these. Again, I wake up every day, I look at it throughout the day, all these markets that I've screenshotted, and I'm tracking the numbers for. And again, I want to fire on a lot of these. People asking me, what did you bet for the draft? I'm still going to wait, guys. I'm still going to wait. Ideally until early next week because the draft is on Thursday. And again, we want to get this late movement in our favor. You'd hate to, bet Bailey or Reese at minus 115 and then the line goes way the other way and then they're, plus 200. So we're going to wait it out. But again, test case in terms of tracking, what the market is doing along with what the mock drafts and the, the overall narrative analysis is doing. So a week away from the draft. That's what I'm looking at right now. Reminder, it is a Thursday, so that means it's a Rhythm Rundown day. So 6 p.m. Eastern Time, stream live on Twitter. Myself and my buddy Kate Harper, we're going to be hosting. You can follow me at Josh_Insights as we always do Thursday nights, 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be talking baseball. Maybe we'll be talking some NBA because we do have the playoffs, of course, going on right now. And maybe we'll get into some prop bets as well. So always look forward to those Thursday nights because it's a lot of fun. We get to kind of stretch our legs, talk through rhythm, create systems, and again, kind of highlight some sharp bets that the AI models like. So if you ever want to get into rhythm, reminder, you can always download the app. It's Rhythm, RITHMM. And then if you want a 7-day free trial and then a big discount, 25% off, use promo code START25. Now, I buried the lead because what are we into the pod now? I'm 5 minutes into the pod, and I didn't even mention that we busted out the brooms last night. 3-0, massive sweep, plus 2.7 units. Made our third straight winning day to start the week. So the challenge today, of course, is to try to post a fourth straight winning day to start the week. But some incredible hits, guys. The Rays came through for the team 8-3. They're up 8-0. Got a little interesting there late because their bullpen just in the ninth inning kept giving up hits. But nice 8-3 winner with the Rays. The A's, I almost call them the Oakland A's. The Sacramento Athletics, the homeless Athletics before they go to Vegas, 6-5 winner for us. That game was tied 2-2. Shea Langoliers hit an absolute bomb. I think it was 467 feet to give him a 4-2 lead. And then Jacob Wilson hit another 2-run bomb to give him a 6-2 lead. But then it got dicey. Berger hit a 3-run bomb to make it 6-5. And they brought in this guy. I want to give a shout out to Joel Kuhnel. He's a journeyman, 31-year-old, but he came in for a 4-out save, slammed the door shut. Great win there with the A's. But the best of all, and I must admit, guys, me and my wife, we have a newborn here, so we're just trying to survive each day. The crying, the feeding. Sometimes she just likes to be held and will, just rage cry unless she's held. But I've been doing the night shifts recently, and I was in our back room, which is our our baby room for baby Appelbaum, and I am watching. I watched the Rays win, and then we were watching the A's. A's came through, and I saw the back and forth a little bit of the Padres game. They're down 6-0. I'm like, okay, we'll go 2-1. I'll take that. Again, a winning day is all you want. But then I turned the A's game off. I said, okay, just for S's and G's, shits and giggles, as they like to say. Let me just see what's going on with the Padres game. I turn it on, and it's 6-4 bottom of the ninth. I'm like, okay, all right, we got a chance here. 2 outs, though, so no room for error. What happens? Unbelievably, Jackson Merrill. They're down 6 runs. They claw all the way back, and they walk it off on a Jackson Merrill. Unbelievable. Oppo down the left field line. Don Orsillo had the incredible call. It's Merrill madness. Unbelievable. So just incredible. And you know what? Why that meant to me? That meant so much to me. Yeah, 3-0. You love to see it. Plus 2.7 units. But my wife is from San Diego. She was fast asleep. She needs her sleep. She's exhausted 24/7. But there I am. I don't know. It was 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I'm in the room, all quiet, all dark. I got my iPad with the game on, and I am holding my daughter as we watch. Fingers crossed. Can San Diego come through? For mom, who's from San Diego, yes, they did. And that was my baby's, Margot is her name, her first walk-off. Her and her dad, 2 a.m., and she's drunk off the milk, and we're able to cash a walk-off there. So that was pretty incredible. That's something I'll never forget. But a 3-0 plus 2.7 unit night. Bust out the brooms, guys. Let's see if we can keep it rolling and post a 4th straight winning day, which would be even better than a 3 straight winning day. But with that being said, let's waste no more time because I got some day sweats here. Got to get the pot out in time if you want to hear the analysis and ride some of these bets. So first, but overall, guys, let's look at an early game here. This is a 12:40 p.m. Eastern time first pitch. We have the San Francisco Giants visiting the Redlegs of Cincinnati. So setting the stage for this one, Reds come in 11-7. They've taken the first 2 games of this 3-game set. They won the opener 2-1 as -115 home favorites. Then they won again yesterday 8-3 as a -110 home pick'em play. So for the series finale, final game of the series here early afternoon, the G-men, who are 6-12, they're going to go with the righty Landon Roop. He's 2-1 with a 3.24 ERA. Reds, meanwhile, are going to go with the righty Chase Burns, top pick in the draft last year. I don't think he was 1 overall, but he was high. 1-1, 3.31 ERA. So what are we seeing across the market? Well, this game opened Reds very short, -120 home favorite. San Fran around a +100 road dog. And anytime you get a very short number there, it's interesting to me, hey, do the wise guys say, yeah, they've won the first two, but short number, San Fran's going to win this one and avoid the sweep? Or do they say, hey, ride the hot hand, minus 120 is a short price, play Cincinnati? Well, it looks to be the latter because this line has moved towards Cincinnati. The Reds have gone from minus 120 up to minus 130. We've also seen a ton of big money actually go minus 1.5. The run line with the Reds at plus 170. I don't blame them. That's a pretty good payout. 75% bets, 99% spread dollars at Circa, 61% spread bets, 86% spread dollars at DraftKings. Now, again, you want to go 1.5. I hope you win by 2. I went Cincy just to win the game. Good sharp line move in their favor. We have a really good system match here. If you are a non-division home favorite, minus 150 or less, you're coming off a win, and the line is moving in your favor. So non-division, lack of familiarity, benefits the better team. Home, you got the crowd in the last at bat. Favorites, minus 150 or less, so you're expected to win, but you're not a huge minus number. Coming off a win with momentum, and the line's moving in your direction, so the betting market, the big money, is in your favor as well. That system, which matches the Reds here today, is 115 and 76. That's a 60% win rate, 7% ROI since the start of 2025. Reds also have that correlative betting value, favorite in a low total game. So total in this game is 8. Fewer amount of expected runs scored, more likely to come from quote-unquote the better team. They're also that non-division favorite, of course, so lack of familiarity also benefiting the better team. I'm going to bank on Cincy. Hopefully Burns pitching well and the offense of Cincy getting to Roop. But the Reds do have the better and more productive offense. They've scored 64 runs with a 304 on-base percentage. San Fran has scored 55 runs with a 287 on-base percentage. Lastly, nothing huge, but the Reds are 6-5 at home, 5-4 in day games. Giants, 3-5 on the road, 1-5 in day games. Lastly, pulled up Juice Reel and looked at the sharp mush indicators for this game and noticed a 25% sharp mush indicator on the Redlegs. So those of you out there who have downloaded Juice Reel, synced up your books, and all you wise guys and wise guys out there cashing tickets, also leaning with the Reds. So add it all up here, guys. Let's see if the Redlegs can get a sweep, and I can. It'll be an excuse for me to tell you my favorite joke of all time, which was from my buddy Lars's grandfather. And you know what it was? Pete Rose sat on attack. Pete Rose. You get it? You get it? If you don't get it, I'll explain it later, but you should get it. It's a terrible but awesome joke. Either way, let's go Reds. I got the Reds minus 123 at Bally Bet. Shop around, though. Reds are as high as minus 130 across the market. Next one for you. Another kind of late afternoon, or early afternoon-ish, I guess you would say. What's a medium afternoon? Matinee, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, 2:10 p.m. Eastern Time first pitch. Let's go right back to the south side. Tampa Bay Rays visiting the White Sox. I'm calling this the ain't broke, don't fix it play. So, Rays, 10-7 on the year. They've won the first 2 games of this 3-game set. They won the opener 8-5 as a minus 135 road favorite. They won again yesterday for us 8-3 as a minus 115 road favorite. So, in the series finale for today, the Rays are going with the lefty Steven Matz. He's 3-0 with a 3.94 ERA. Meanwhile, the Chi Sox, who are 6-12, they're going to go with the righty Jordan Leisure, who's 1-0 with an ERA of 4. Now, what have we seen across the market for this one? Well, Tampa Bay opened as a relatively modest minus 120, minus 125 road favorite. Chicago around a plus 100, plus 105 home dog. And as I mentioned, sharps seem to be saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's keep riding the Rays. Let's keep betting against the White Sox, especially with Tampa Bay laying a pretty short number here. So we've seen Tampa get steamed up minus 120, minus 125, now up to minus 130. And I'm seeing some shops creep even higher. It's like minus 135. So clear movement toward the Rays. Then we go to Circa. Good bet splits on Tampa. 50% money line bets and 72% of money line dollars from the sharps out there in Vegas. So it tells us, even though it's only half the tickets, it's $3 out of $4. So theoretically, those are bigger wagers from sharp bettors who don't get turned away at Circa. Circa accepts their action, which is smart, so they can get intel on where the sharps are leaning. But then also, I'm going to bank on the Rays bats, hopefully, to continue to light up Chicago here, because the Rays are hitting 266 on the year, 86 runs scored, 337 on base percentage. White Sox only hitting a $193, 57 runs scored, 284 on base percentage. Also, we got a righty on the bump for Chicago, a lefty on the bump for Tampa. Well, guess what? Tampa's hitting .271 against righties this year. That's 5th best in baseball. White Sox are only hitting a $196 against lefties. That ranks 24th. Oh, by the way, Steven Matz, he's made 3 starts this year. The Rays are 3-0 in those starts. Hopefully, they got some confidence with Matz on the bump. Lastly, popped open juice reel, 29% sharp mush edge in favor of the Rays. So again, Rays have come through for us 2 times in this series. Let's cross our fingers, make it 3. I got Tampa Bay -125 at BetMGM. Again, shop around. A lot of books -130, even -135 at this point. Now, final bet of the night. 6:10 p.m. Eastern Time, first pitch. Let's go check out the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let's go to Cleveland, Ohio. I've never been to Cleveland, but one day I do want to see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My sister went there a few years ago and loved it. Anyway, Orioles, Guardians, 6:10 p.m. Eastern Time, first pitch. Orioles come in 9-9 on the year. Did just drop 2 out of 3 against the Snakes, though. They lost 8-5 in extras yesterday as a -140 home favorite. Meanwhile, the Guardians, 10-9 on the year. Also lost 2 out of 3 against the Cardinals and lost 5-3 yesterday as a -110 road pick'em. So, pitching matchup here for tonight. We got Shane Baz, the righty, going for the Orioles, 0-1, 4.50 ERA. Guardians, meanwhile, are going to go with the lefty Parker Messick. I had never heard of this guy until today. I did a little research. His numbers look good. He's 2-0 with a 0.91 ERA this year. And you might be thinking, oh, flash in the pan. But I actually was reading up on this guy in his baseball reference. He was a second-round pick, and he had a really good career in college in the minors. So maybe this guy's legit, knock on wood. But anyway, we open this game with Cleveland, a very short -115 home favorite. Baltimore around a -105 road dog. Once again, short number. Do the wise guys hit that short favorite because they should be higher, or hit the dog because it should be closer to a pick 'em? Well, looks like the former here because this line has moved up toward Cleveland. We've seen Cleveland get steamed up -115 up to -125, -130. Good bet splits at Circa. Guardians are getting 82% of moneyline bets, nearly 90% of moneyline dollars. So it tells us a lot of big money out in Vegas, laying it here with Cleveland to get the winner here in the opener. Cleveland has betting system value as a non-division favorite and correlative betting value as a favorite low total. Total in this game is 8. So once again, lack of familiarity as well as the fewer amount of expected runs scored historically benefits that better team. Here's a system play for you. Home favorites coming off a loss in game 1 of a new series. So off a loss, trying to get back and bounce back. Your home favorite expected to win, got the crowd last at bat, and it's the game 1 of a new series. Well, again, that system is pretty good this year. It's 17-9, 65%, 7% ROI. Guards are 3-0 in Messick's 3 starts this year. He's given up 1 earned run or less in all 3 starts. And nothing huge here, but Guardians are 4-2 at home, 7-6 in night games. Orioles 3-3 on the road, 3-4 in night games. Lastly, popped open juice reel, noticed a 15% sharp mush edge on the Guardians. And what I like even more is when I opened Rhythm, I had 2 Rhythm recommended AI model predictions, both lighting up on Cleveland. So add it all up here, guys. I'm going to go Guardians. Again, game 1 of a new series. Home favorites have done well. Good splits, line movement. Let's hope this Messick kid, I'll be watching him for the first time tonight. Hope he can pitch well. I got the Guardians -125 at Fanatics. Again, shop around some books closer to -130. So all relatively cheap prices, -130 or less. Reds, Rays, Guardians. Let's try to get 2 out of 3. See if we can post another winning day. So that about does it for episode 493 of the All Systems Go Sports Betting Podcast, powered by Rhythm. This is the part of the pod, of course, where we wrap things up, but I always start by saying thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for grinding in the arena with me every single day through the good and the bad, the ups and the downs, the epic Jackson Merrill walk-off winners, or Dom Smith from the other night. But either way, guys, I'm very proud and honored to host this pod because I feel like it's just, a bunch of us friends going to the virtual bar, again, talking sports and not making opinion-based bets, but data-driven bets. So if you do enjoy this pod, please, could you do me a couple favors here? Could you give this podcast a 5-star review if you haven't done it yet on Spotify or iTunes? Leave a nice comment under the rate and review section. Click the follow button. Recommend the pod to a friend or retweet the pod on Twitter at Josh_insights when I put it up each day. Next, if you enjoy this style of sports betting and you want to learn more about data-driven betting, I'd love for you to go to Amazon.com and type in either the NFL Sharp Betting Playbook or the Everything Guide to Sports Betting. The two books that I've written. Very proud of both. But if you want to grab one or both of them, bring them to the sports book. I'll sign them for you. I'll buy you beer or ginger ale, and we'll sweat some more baseball together. Next, have you downloaded Rhythm and Juice Reel yet? My two favorite sports betting apps. They help me win. They're going to help you win. Rhythm, great for their AI-backed models and predictions for game bets and player props. Reminder, we have our Rhythm Rundown tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, streamed live on Twitter, so hope to see you guys all there. Then, of course, Juice Reel. So many great features with the Juice Reel app. You can get the Robo Jackson best bet picks, sharp mush indicators, arbitrage plays, shop for the best line futures. You can sync up your sports books, get a running report card of your action, track your CLV. And also, if you're coming off a sweep, got a couple extra bones in your pocket, this pod is free. Why don't you sign up for a week of the ASG best bet picks on Juice Reel? It'll cost you $4.99 a week. No, not $499 a week. $4.99 a week. So $5, support the pod. Put a $5 bill in the tip jar, and you'll get those plays. You'll get them early, too. So hopefully you'll beat some closing lines. But download Rhythm, download Juice Reel, give them both a 5-star review in the App Store. Next, do you have a live odds page? Well, if you don't have one, you need one. You got to be able to track the market. First question I always need to know is, what did the line open at and where is it now? I start with line movement. That's my first indicator. It tells me where the respected money is leaning. I got to be able to shop for the best line, find the book offering the best odds. I need live scoring, live in-game wagering odds. I got to pull up the line history. If a game opened at minus 120, it's still minus 120. Don't assume it didn't move. Maybe it got up to minus 130 and came down, or down to minus 115 and came up. These are the little things you got to know. Got to see which direction the juice is leaning. Got to identify those lines that get lit up in red, because that means late money and late steam is coming in. You can do all of this with a live odds page from Odds Logic. It's the best one around. If you want to give it a shot, all you got to do is go to oddslogic.com/Josh123. And then, of course, if you're looking to add another book to maximize your winnings here and get the best juice prices, I would recommend giving a shot to Profit X, Prophet, Profit X. It's a sports betting exchange, not a sports book. So you're going up against other bettors. And if I lose a bet, I'd rather another bettor like me gets the money versus, again, giving money to the house. But the whole point is that in an exchange, you're getting better juice prices because you don't have to pay the minus 120 that the house makes you pay. So you can get minus 102, plus 105, plus 103. Better juice prices makes it easier to be a winning bettor and produce a profit. So go download the Profit X app. Use the promo code JOSH, Josh, for a 20% deposit match. So that about does it for episode 493 on a big Thursday of the ASG pod. As always, guys, two final thoughts. One, whether I see you at the Borgata in Atlantic City, Twin River in Rhode Island, the Brook in New Hampshire, Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun down in Connecticut, at the Encore in Boston, Plainridge Park Casino, MGM Springfield, or the Nash in my neck of the woods on the border of Massachusetts and New Hampshire, or out in the desert where the True Grinders get down, where Billy Walters sends his number runners, where the lowest juice possible is found at the South Point, or Sweat and Sharp Contrarian plays jumping in the stadium swim pool when you cash a big ticket at Circa. We're going to meet up at the book. I'm going to see you from across the book. We're both going to knock on the janitor's closet, grab a broom, do a little Fred Astaire dance, because what an epic sweep that was last night, guys. Man, watching the pods come back and Jackson Merrill walk it off, I mean, that's why you love betting on sports. That thrill is as good as it gets. But show me an A's ticket, a Rays ticket, a Pods ticket. First one's on me, next one's on you. We'll post about the book. Sweat Sharp Contrarian plays all night long. So as always, guys, coming off a 3-0 or an 0-3, a 2-1 or an 0-2, 3 straight winning days, 3 straight losing days. Whether we're hot or cold or just grinding, we got to stick with it. Not get too high, not get too low. When things are going our way, we're never as good as we think. When things are going against us, we're never as bad as we think. We always got to find those system matches and avoid the games with red flags. So as always, we're looking for games that are against the public, with the house, with the pros, flat bet, avoid parlays and get that CLV. If we can do that, we're going to be successful sports bettors. So hope everyone has a great Thirsty Thursday. Let's get a couple winners on the diamond, guys. Hope to see you tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, stream live on Twitter with the Rhythm Rundown. And then we'll be back at it tomorrow for a big episode 494 of the All Systems Go Sports Betting Podcast, powered by Rhythm. Good luck, everybody. I'll see you at 6 for the Rhythm Rundown.